Hi guys, I'm back again. I haven't actually been able to do a ton of videos because somebody had my tablet, and my phone is not working. It's weird. So I gotta hit Sprint to fix that. But anyways, I'm actually gonna split this video kind of into two parts. One vertical sleeve gastrectomy related and that whole spiel, and then just life in general. So I guess I'll start with vertical sleeve gastrectomy, so those of you that don't give a crap about the rest of my life can just stop watching the video. Promise I won't be offended. You can even comment and be like, I don't care. So vertical sleeve, I know I told you in my last video, I had my surgery on March 18th, which put it on a Tuesday. Tomorrow, or rather in like 1.5 hours, will be 2 weeks. So I had my 1 week follow-up earlier today, and I put 1 week because it'll be 2 weeks tomorrow, today with the doctor. And from the morning of surgery to now, I'm down about 30 pounds in 13 days. So I was pretty excited. Travis laughed at me because he went with me this morning, and I he says my eyes got big like anime eyes. So I'm sure those of you that watch anime, I'm sure that would have been an interesting image for Travis to see, like my eyes going big old like anime eyes. And as soon as the nurse walked out of the room, I like launched myself across the room into him because I was super excited and I wanted a hug. But anyways, so I'm down about 30 pounds. They advanced my diet from strictly pureed proteins. So think like chicken salad with no veggies, tuna with no veggies, cheese if I could tolerate it, pureed scrambled eggs, things like that, to soft mushable foods. I don't have to puree them anymore. As my doctor put it, your mouth now becomes the blender and has to puree it. So I have to like chew the crap out of everything I eat. I'm allowed to start introducing like meat back into my diet. They don't want me to do any red meat till 6 months after surgery because it's not well tolerated in most patients. So they just want to kind of cut that off at the pass and just avoid it altogether. I can start adding fruits and veggies back into my diet as long as I'm getting all my protein in. They start you off on wanting 60 grams of protein, and my doctor told me today, he's like, oh yeah, because of your age and your height and all that fun stuff, they're like, we want you at 80 to 90 grams of protein. Dude, I have a stomach the size of an egg, and you want me to fit 80 to 90 grams of protein in there? So, if anyone has any protein ideas, throw them at me, because I'm struggling to even get my 60, let alone the 80 to 90. He wants me to get more water in, which I'm not even making the original 64 that they want. I'm usually running about 50. But he wants me to try and get that 64, which is something I'm pushing for. Plus he wants me to add now a 3rd glass of milk. I have trouble even doing 1 some days, let alone 3. So this should be interesting. I go back again in 2 weeks to see him again, and I'm hoping at that point that he medically clears me to go back to work. Because I've been off of work for, at this point, 13 days. It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow. And anyone that knows me, and Travis says he's picked up on this too, I'm a very, I don't want to say active person, because it's really hard for me to be active sometimes carrying around a lot of weight. But I'm a very go, go, go type of person. Like, I want to be out doing things, whether it's just sitting in my backyard and doing nothing, or, at work, busting my butt, or, walking places, whatever. So now that I've been off for 2 weeks and I'm not supposed to be doing any of that, it's very hard for me to just sit around and do nothing. It makes my depression flare up really bad. So I'm trying to keep myself occupied without hurting my incisions or anything like that. Doctor took a look at all my incisions, and there was one I was really concerned with because it just looked weird. And so I ended up calling like the nurse's line, and I went into urgent care because I'm like, this doesn't look right, and I don't want to cause an infection or anything. And I ended up having a small infection, but that was cleared up with just a short antibiotic course. But I found out today that it looked weird because they recycled one of my previous incisions. I had my gallbladder taken out 1.5 years ago. Yeah, 1.5 years ago. And they used one of the incisions from when I had my gallbladder surgery to do my vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery. So that's why it looked so weird, because it's basically double scar tissue right there. or muscle tissue, whatever it is, to open me up and do my vertical sleeve. So, means I have one less scar on my tummy, which is fine by me. I gotta try and get some, like, cream or ointment or something to try and make my scars less noticeable because I hate them. So yeah, I'm down about 30 pounds. My diet is advanced. Other than that, I've been doing pretty well. My biggest issue is remembering that I have that smaller stomach and I can't take such big bites, and I've got to pace myself with my drinking water and things like that. It's just adjusting to having a new stomach, which I keep referring to having a new stomach, and Travis is like, I can't even fathom what it feels like to have a new stomach. And I'm like, alright, I'll just keep talking at you, just smile and nod, like, it's okay. So yeah, I can really tell in my face that I've lost weight. I have friends and family that say they can tell, like, in my physical, like, body aspect of things, and I'm like, I can't tell the difference yet. So, although they say a lot of people have a hard time catching up to what their body looks like, they still, even if they've reached goal weight, they still think of their body as what it looked like at their highest weight. So maybe I'll just be another one like that. I don't know. But anyways, so that's vertical sleeve. And then as far as personal life, right now it's kind of at a standstill, unfortunately. Which I hate, because I'm off of work for surgery. So I've been doing a lot of hanging out with Travis. He's been really awesome and really supportive, and I couldn't ask for anyone better. He came and saw me the day of my surgery, saw me pretty much every day for, I want to say, like, a week and a half, 2 weeks straight, after my surgery. Because he would come either to the hospital or come to my house to come see me and hang out with me and make sure I was doing okay. He even helped me put on underwear and pants and underwear the day after surgery, so props, and I think you've heard it 8,000 times, but seriously, props, dude. Because I couldn't put them on by myself because I was too unstable. So he's been really awesome and really supportive, and I expected a little bit of help from him, but I didn't expect nearly as much as he has, which just makes me fall further and further in love with him. I can't help it. He's just pretty damn awesome sauce. So I've been sitting at home trying to keep myself busy. Right now I'm keeping myself busy with a lot of the, like, trying to pace myself and get my exercise in and stuff like that. I think the biggest transition will be going from sitting around for a couple weeks to going back to work. In a way, I'm looking forward to it, but in another sense, I'm like, I can't even do it at home. How am I going to be able to do it at work? But then again, I have another 3 weeks before I have to go back to work and try it at work. So maybe that 3 weeks is where I'm going to learn to finally pace myself and, like, stick to it and do it like it's supposed to be done. That's my hope anyways. Otherwise, I've been going to Travis's bowling league every week. It's very exciting. We had to hide for months. And it was getting very frustrating. So it's very exciting to finally be able to treat him as I want to without having to worry about people seeing. And it just makes my life so much simpler and so much easier. And, like, the minute everybody found out I was actually at work, and I had to, like, stop in front of the Frappuccino station for a second and just kind of, okay, I'm okay now. Like, everything's okay. I mean, there's people that don't agree with us, and I really don't care, because it's my relationship, my choice, his relationship, his choice. So, you can disagree all you want, but I really don't care. Other than that, I'm trying to save up money to get a new car or a moped, hopefully. I think I like the idea of a moped. Right now, I don't meet the weight requirement for most mopeds, but by the time I save up enough, I might meet the weight requirement then. And I'm also trying to meet the weight requirement for skydiving. I turned 21 in August, and me, my mom, and my younger sister all want to go jump out of a plane. Yeah. But to go jump out of a plane, at least here in the state of Wisconsin, you have to be, I want to say it's 220. I haven't been 220 since probably 7th grade, and I've been out of high school for 3 years now. So that's my goal, is by August to be that 220, which shouldn't be too bad, because right now I'm 263, which only puts me at about 40 pounds to lose, which is doable in, March doable in 5 months, especially because I have my sleeve helping me. Because my sleeve isn't my sleeve is not an end-all be-all. My sleeve is a tool just like anything else. Just like MyFitnessPal or, Lose It or whatever you guys use. So that's my goal. And then, because right around my 21st birthday is when I'll be allowed to, well, I can actually do it earlier, but I think I'm going to wait until my 21st at least. I can start adding, alcohol back into my diet slowly. Because after surgery, your body doesn't absorb things the same way, so you turn into a very, very cheap drunk. A friend of mine had ended up having the same surgery I did, and she used to be able to drink, 12-pack of beer, no problem. She'd be a little bit tipsy, maybe even a little bit drunk, but no issues. She tried having a beer after surgery, 1 beer, not even a full can, 1 beer, and she was, dancing on tabletops drunk. So I told Travis, I was like, the first time I drink, I'm going to have you there, because there are very few people that I would trust myself with when I'm dancing on tabletops drunk. Travis would be one of them. So, tells you how much I trust that weirdo, I don't know why. But he's pretty awesome. Much as I make fun of him, I love him dearly. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited. 30 pounds down in 13 days. Advanced diet, 220 by August, and maybe 1 drink for my 21st. We'll just stick with 1, I think. Depending. Anyways, so I'm pretty excited. So that's how my life is going at the moment, and I want to hear all about your guys's, because you guys are awesome. And nobody ever comments on my video, because you guys are all lame, and you suck. I hate you. I'm just kidding, I love you. Mwah! I need to go to sleep, though, because I'm tired. And I'm over-talking, because I'm just weird like that. So I love you all, and I will see you next video when I finally get my tablet back, because I'm sure it'll end up getting, hijacked for a while again. So I will see you guys all next video. Mwah!